Parents, when did your child's partner win you over? I didn't want to like Elliot. When my daughter Abigail brought him home during her junior year of college, all I saw was trouble. Tattoo sleeves, motorcycle boots, and that easy charm that screamed heartbreak waiting to happen. My husband Dave warmed to him immediately, men and their motorcycles, but I kept my distance. Mom, please give him a chance, Abigail pleaded after that first awkward dinner. He's studying engineering. The tattoos are just art. I'm just looking out for you, I said. Though what I meant was, you're too young to know what's good for you. For 2 years, I maintained what Dave called my polite frost whenever Elliot visited. I noticed things, how he always washed dishes without being asked, how he looked at Abigail when she spoke as if memorizing her words, but I refused to be won over by surface gestures. When they announced their engagement after graduation, I smiled tightly and said, congratulations, while thinking, too young, too soon, too different. The weekend before their wedding, I found myself alone with Elliot in our kitchen. Abigail and Dave had gone to pick up her dress from final alterations. Need help with dinner? He asked, rolling up his sleeves. I'm fine, I said automatically. Then, unable to help myself, tell me why I should believe you're good enough for her. He set down the glass he was holding. I'm not, he said simply, but I'll spend my life trying to be. I wanted to dismiss this as more charm, but something in his voice stopped me. The wedding came and went. They moved 3 hours away for Elliot's job. Abigail started law school. I called weekly, listening for signs of discontent. Then came the February night when Abigail called at 2 a.m. Mom, she whispered, her voice tight with pain. I think I'm losing the baby. I didn't even know she was pregnant. Elliot's driving me to the hospital, she continued. Can you come, please? Dave and I drove through a snowstorm to reach them, arriving just after dawn. We found Elliot in the waiting room, his face hollow with grief. She's sleeping, he said. They had to do a D&C. She lost a lot of blood. I sat beside him, not knowing what to say. We were going to tell you this weekend, he continued, staring at his hands. We had a whole announcement planned. She was so excited to tell you. When Abigail woke, I sat with her while she cried. Later, I went to find coffee and spotted Elliot in the hospital chapel, shoulders shaking silently. I sat beside him without speaking. After a while, he said, I didn't know how much I wanted to be a father until tonight. The raw honesty in his voice cracked something in me. That evening, when Abigail was cleared to go home, I watched Elliot wrap her in his jacket, whisper something that made her smile despite everything, and carry her bags with such gentle attention that I suddenly saw what had been there all along. During the next week, I stayed to help while Abigail recovered. I witnessed their quiet rhythm together, how Elliot made her tea exactly how she liked it, how he read to her when she couldn't sleep, how they grieved together without blame. On my last night there, Elliot found me on the porch swing. Thank you for being here for her, he said. For both of you, I corrected. He looked surprised, then grateful. I know I wasn't what you wanted for her. I was wrong, I admitted, the words surprisingly easy to say. You're exactly what she needs. 6 months later, when Abigail called to tell me she was pregnant again, I heard the mixture of hope and fear in her voice. Mom, we're terrified, but Elliot says we can't let fear steal our joy. I thought about the man I'd finally seen clearly in that hospital. Not the tattooed boy I'd prejudged, but the husband who loved my daughter with a depth that matched my own. He's right, I told her, and this time, we'll all be ready.